Well, Mark, a few talking points from that game. Moult back, Bowman new signing, and ultimately a point. How do you feel after it?
Yeah, content with the point. I think that the games here are difficult. You know, we came here earlier last season, get beaten. We came later in the season, we won. We've drawn today, and I think I'm fairly content with that. You know, I felt today was a new start for us. You know, with Bowman in, with Moulty back, with Marvin gone, of course. You know that our season almost starts here, and took away from home what is the first game of the season for us, and got a draw. I think it's not a bad thing.
You had a lot of more options today. That must be a positive thing. You were able to bring McFadden on and things like that. How do you feel going forward in that sense in terms of depth now?
Well, I think that, you know, when you have the likes of Lionel and Moulty come on at that stage of the game, then you have a chance. You really do. I mean, I think if we'd had Lionel and Louis, you know, to come on at Ibrox or, you know, against Dundee, then we'd possibly have taken more out of both of those games. So, you know, I think that we do need that strength and depth. We're, you know, missing Carl McHugh, showed again today. It's one of the reasons why, you know, I'm keen to sign Lee Lucas, because, you know, we could have done with him there on the bench today to go in until such times as like Alan Campbell that we feel are ready, you know. So we're still short in the middle of the park because we had to move Chris Cadden. I thought we lost a wee bit from having moved Chris into the middle of the park, not in the terms of the job he did in the middle, but in losing what he did in the wide area. So I think that the strength and depth is getting better. With Carl McHugh back and possibly with Lee Lucas, it'll be even better. And of course with you know, the new players getting settled in, we feel as if we can only go from strength to strength.
Having gone a goal behind, showing that resilience to come back into the game draw level, do you also maybe feel that there was perhaps a missed opportunity after they went down to 10 men? Was that a bit frustrating perhaps?
Not really, because I don't think the game changed. I mean, if anything, I'd have been concerned that they still were in the game and making chances and putting us under a little bit of pressure with the 10 men. That was more of a concern for me than the fact that we weren't making enough, because we did make some chances, we did put a little bit of pressure. But, you know, nothing much changed with when they went to 10 men, because they were still 4-4-1, you know, so when we were attacking, they still had, you know, 9 players, you know, behind the ball, including the keeper, obviously, and they worked ever so hard to defend the game. But, you know, we did still make chances, and I think we could have taken one of them. Whether we should have not, I don't know, but we could have done, and we could have won the game. But equally, they had a couple and we might have lost the game. So that's why I'm satisfied with 1-1.
And just a word on Bowman, what do you feel about his performance and what he brings to the team after what you saw today?
Yeah, I think you saw him. You know, he's a physical presence, he's a handful. He doesn't win all the headers, but when he doesn't win the headers, you know, he's making the opposition have to defend him. So he took a bit of the pressure off of Scotty. I think he might have had a goal today, but I'm satisfied that he's different enough from Scotty and Moulty and Jacob Blythe when he comes back to be a valuable addition to the squad.
You touched on Carl McHugh. Just finally, looking forward, is kind of a word on when you think he might be back, and look at Bellich as well, also to come into the fold.
Yeah, look, I got a knock at training and didn't train the whole week, so we didn't want to just thrust him in. Jacob Blythe and Carl are still obviously a bit longer term. Carl's got a nasty bump that really requires a bit of time.